actually the
Are the keys the
recorder.
same?
You see the recorder. The recorder is like the basic.
It's the foundation
It is the foundation
of a sax.
of a saxophone. Once you know how the notes flow on the recorder, it's going to be very, very easy for you to learn how to play the sax. But now when it comes to sax, the problem now, the mountain in learning that is actually blowing. Now that is like, you have to go for like 5 lessons.
Or just blowing.
Just blowing.
There is a formula, because
Yes.
at some point I tried sax, but I realized that you don't just blow
You don't
it
just-
anyhowly.
Yes.
Yes, there is
Yes.
a formula.
There is a
It's
formula.
just like
Yes. Yeah, like a sweet.
There is
Sweet, that one.
None of you here was a macaque.
who knows to do that?
Can't do it.
Can you do it?
I don't know.
I
you
also
do it?
don't know.
I don't know.
I tried, but it doesn't come out solo.
Just try.
You,
Or this one. That was macaque.
I don't know how those people do that.
Yeah,
man.
so
I've tried it.
it's a special.
it's a skill, by the
And
way.
all of us
Yeah.
cannot do it.
Can you imagine?
If
That's very
how
bad. We need to learn.
there is this lady who came to see Sakaja, our Nairobi.
Why? She's called Waimani or who?
Waimani, something
Waimani.
Waimani.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
think we should go for lessons.
for lessons from her.
But
Waimani,
she
just,
said,
we look for you.
We look for you.
Not do the binja.
yeah,
Yes,
actually,
yeah.
she said that she began
Priscilla.
that, yes,
Yeah,
while she
Priscilla
was
Waimani.
very young.
Ah.
Yeah. There's also another friend of mine, a lady who really challenged me. There's a time when we were somewhere and I had her do that, and I was like, what? How did you do that?
Yes.
That's a bro. That's
Yeah.
a lady.
Someone told me
So is
that,
that a red flag if you find a girlfriend that
You
No,
know,
it's just passion. It's just passion. That's a real chick.
Yes.
That's a real deal.
Yeah, she's
That's the
just
kind of
being
woman
real.
you need to marry. She's not hiding that.
Yes.
She's so real.
someone told me that if only
Yes.
you have big lips,
Yes.
that's when you can be able to blow it better.
So
Big
Manu,
lips.
Manu,
Yeah.
you're on the kind of instruments
Yeah.
that you teach.
Yeah. So those are the instruments that I teach, and currently I am learning how to play the sax.
Wow.
Currently, that's what I am learning. And yes, I can also do drums, but I'm not perfect in it. But I'm working on it, because there's one thing that I realize. Sometimes you can be good in one thing, then you decide, now let me move to another. You know. So the moment I realize that I'm good at guitar, let me try the piano. After the piano, I realize, oh, let me try something else, the violin. And things have just been coming through. So I've been working on the drums, but I'm not yet perfect in it, but I know with time I'm going to become the guru.
Wow.
Yeah.
At what ages do you recommend that maybe a child, because I know there are parents who really like their kids to start learning from a very early age. What would be the recommended age?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. So in my career path, I've come to realize that it depends also with the instrument. It depends with the instrument. For piano, I've seen kids even at the age of 3. Yeah, there are those who have. I started training at the age of 3.
So they have a grasp of.
They have, yes.
chords and-
Yes, so for piano at the age of 3, for guitar, basically because of how the posture itself also matters a lot. Yeah, because for piano there's a posture for it. Yeah. And also the guitar, there's also a posture. And also there is the violin. The posture also matters a lot. So it also goes with the ages. But I've also seen people, some kids who are really
Exceptional.
Yes, exceptional. That is the word. They're like, they want they whenever they get into a certain kind of instrument, they are so quick to grasp, no matter the age. They are so quick to grasp it. So there are those, like now I'm handling some kids, grade 1 kids. Those are 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, some of them have started playing guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them, the recorder, the good thing about recorder, even kids from kindergarten,
Does it?
yeah, they can learn that one. So it also depends, like I said before, passion. Passion also drives these people, because you'll find some kids today is like, I want to play the piano. Tomorrow is not like, no, I don't want this, I want the guitar. So you realize that it also varies, it also depends. But kids, they start as early as 3 years old, and they are good to go.
And is it a matter of exposure from their parents to some certain genres of music? You know, sometimes we find kids are exposed to different kinds of music. Some of us are a bit restrictive, the kind of music that our kids listen to. So do you think that has an impact on...
Exactly, it has an impact, but I've met quite different parents out here. Some of them were into music before, and they will also want their children to learn that. Some of them have seen their neighbors doing music, and they're like, wow, I saw Nani's son playing this, and I'm like, yes, I want my kid to learn. So it also depends. So
does it add any more value in terms of cognitive abilities to the kids for them to start learning music, or is it additional? Is it too taxing for them that they can't learn it alongside other subjects?
That's a very, very nice question. Thank you for asking that. I've dealt with many kids out here. There are those kids whose parents felt like they are not good in curricular studies.
Academics.
Yes, in the academics. So the parents were like, we feel like our son or our daughter would really want to pursue learning how to play the instruments. And some, yes, an extra or a co-curricular. Like I can count a few of them that I've had who had that problem. But the more they continued playing the instruments, the more we realized that it changed their cognitive attitudes, their cognitive ability to learn other things, especially in the curriculum studies, the academics.
So it's the reason why co-curriculum activities are
very
important, and they are also always taken very seriously.
They play a very big role.
At least you should be in one.
Yes.
As a student.
Yeah. So music, it really opens their cognitive ability, especially when it comes to academics. They begin to perform better. There's something that I said about music as a therapy. That is one of the things that music can do. So you realize that it affects the academics in a very, very positive way. So I would really encourage parents out here. You have your son, you have your daughter there, and you feel like they are not doing maybe well in the academics, and you feel like there's a talent that they have that needs to be nurtured. Trust me.
Try music.
Try music. It will.
An instrument.
Yes, it will help you a lot. And maybe at some point you realize that you don't know what kind of instrument these people your children or your kids can play. You just come to us. We will put them into so many of them, and they will try. They will try them out, and then from there, we will know the one that attracts them the most.
So do you think the CBC will solve these issues?
Trust me, actually, CBC, this is the best. This is the best curriculum so far we have. Yes, CBC, I think it is like a recap of what was
The 844.
yes.
Because during our days,
Yes,
Yeah.
the art
we
and
used to have
craft.
art and craft.
Yeah,
Yes,
music,
agriculture.
yes,
agriculture,
home science.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's just having teething problem.
Yeah,
But after a while, after implementation, I think
Yeah.
things will
Definitely.
just be fine.
Yeah,
definitely. Because now you see
So
the
parents should support the CBC.
parents should support it, because it's new. We still don't know how to handle it, but let it just be given more time. So as they give it more time, because one thing people need to understand is that change is inevitable.
Change is hard. It's messy in the beginning.
Yes, it is messy in the beginning, but trust me, with the time people will get used to it, and people will get the right modules that will enable them to know how to go about this thing. Because right now, believe me, it's a bit more chaotic, especially junior high. Because right now the curriculum, setting up the curriculum, and also when it comes to the teachers are not yet well trained or versed in it, but I think that is something that the KICD is working on. Yeah, but
So it's just a matter of time.
yes. So it's just a matter of time. So parents just accept this thing, because
Support it.
yes, change is inevitable, and believe me, if there is no change, believe me, we'll just remain in the same how do I put it, in the same circle, and we will not be getting different results. So for me, I believe CBC, these are one of the best solutions we have, because trust me, during our days, we used to know how to we used to know how to iron when we were even young. We knew how to mend our clothes. But you see, the generation today, the Generation Z, yes, there's a lot
Not
that they
everything done for them.
yes,
They can't even stand when an elder comes into the room.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Very indisciplined.
Very casual.
yeah, okay, for me.
But they know they are right.
Yes,
I
they
think it's also good to hear from
Yeah.
the two of you.
Yeah, sure. For me, like they say, charity begins at home. And, once you have a child at home, remember that when you send them to school, they are still your responsibility. You don't you don't just leave all the responsibilities to the teacher. When they come back home, what do you do with them? Are you engaging them into home activities that they are supposed
You
to
see,
do?
actually, what you're talking about.
Yes.
That is what the CBC is all about.
Yes,
It's
yes,
all
yes.
about that, and it
The
has
involvement of
yes.
parents.
The parent is 100%
Yes.
involved.
Involved.
Yes.
That's what all parents should know.
Sure.
Because most parents, this thing didn't sink into their minds. They're still thinking that now that I'm paying school fees,
The
it's
teacher should
the
do
teacher's
everything.
responsibility to
Yes.
do everything. But remember, it's your child.
Yeah.
When this child turns out to be something else, remember, they will still come back at home, and you are the person who will be stressed much.
Yeah.
More than the teacher.
Yes, so like Manu just said, we need to support teachers as well.
Yes.
Yes, to for the betterment of their future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So Manu, how old is your eldest? How old? Okay, rather, let me just frame it this way. We've talked about kids learning.
Yeah.
But I know there are also older people
Older
who love music.
Yes.
And maybe they've given up on ever learning an instrument.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think people can still learn at an older age?
Yeah.
Or what do you think?
That's a good question. You see, the beauty about music is that in as much as we are getting older, music will never get old. So when it comes to age, from the beginning, you remember I talked about passion. Passion is everything. So like right now, currently, there's a guy I'm dealing with. He's I think around 45 years old. Yeah.
What instrument is he learning?
He's learning guitar. Yeah. So
Classical guitar.
yeah. No, it's just learning the contemporary, the casual.
Basics.
Yeah, the basics. Yeah, so there's a guy who's I think 45, 40, 47 years of age, I think so.
Late
He
40s.
he's in his late 40s. He's learning guitar. And trust me, now we've been playing for the past 3 months. And trust me,
He's grasping.
he's doing very well.
So basically, I think you've answered my question
Yes.
with passion, because you know, with
Passion.
passion, everything, regardless
Sure.
of age
Yes.
and all that. So
Yes.
there's also, I think, contemporary music and classical music.
Yes.
I know a lot of people would wonder, what are those two
Exactly.
terminologies?
Exactly.
Would you kindly delve into that and also kind of explain what that means?
Okay.
And what do you teach?
Yeah, exactly. Personally, I'm teaching both contemporary music and also classical music. And I think just to define to our viewers what classical music entails, from the word classical, there's the word classic. So when we talk of classic, we talk of the past. So when we talk of classical music, these are genre of music that were written from long past, and people like Beethoven, people like Mozart. Those are now the kind of music we call classical music.
So oldies.
The oldies, exactly. The oldies, those written manuscripts that are there for music, exactly. So that is all about classical. Now, when you come to contemporary kind of music, now this entails the current genre of music, contemporary. We have pop. We have jazz,
Blues.
we have blues, we have R&B. Now these are the contemporary music.
So does Kaveve Kazoze, can it be categorized still as contemporary?
It will just be categorized as
So
contemporary.
it has a category.
Yes.
It's a good song, by the way. I like it.
I think, yeah.
You know,
Gen
Gen
Z,
Z.
yeah.
I think before we wind, because according to my director, I think time is almost over. There is this type of instrument that the Somalis do play. It sounds like a guitar, but it brings out different sound.
Yes.
How do we call it, and how does it look like?
Okay.
Is it a banjo?
It's like a banjo,
Yes.
yeah?
It's a banjo kind of. Okay, a banjo kind of. But you realize like a guitar's got like 6 strings, right?
Yes.
But now, like for instance, take a look of this guitar. We've got 6 strings, eh? But now what happens is this: it has got very, very thin, very, very thin strings.
Yes.
So, like for instance, like you see this string 1. So this string 1 is like there are 2 of them
Oh yeah.
put
yeah.
together.
Okay.
They are not like intertwined,
Yes.
but you see the way these strings are like this.
Uh-huh.
So we have both the strings together like
So
that.
they share the
so
same
we have
tune
2
Yes.
strings
Yes.
on one tuner
Yes.
Okay,
Like
okay,
on one rail.
or rail. Okay,
And on one rail they are sharing
2.
2.
two. Okay.
And they are very, very thin.
Ah.
Very, very. This is not even thin.
Okay.
Yeah, they are those thin strings, and then these are classical guitar. Classical guitar. These are nylon strings.
Yes.
But that one, those are steel strings.
Oh, still okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So the reason as why they kind of produce a different kind of sound is because of the strings.
Yes.
The
yes.
strings are kind of thinner, but now you see it goes from thinner to from the thinnest to the thickest.
Thicker, yeah,
But
yeah.
even the I think the thickest is just almost
The same.
the same as
And
this one.
the sound box, what do you call this?
This is
Call it the
the
sound box?
no. Now this is the body.
Okay.
And we call this is the
The
head.
head.
This is the arm, and then this is the body. So on the body is now where we have the sound hole. This is the sound hole.
Okay.
Not the sound box.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Or sound hole. Not
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, it's a sound hole.
I was almost
Yes.
we give credit where it deserves,
Yeah.
and we can't just leave it without you mentioning. There is you've told me stories of some of your students that you've taught since they were at 3 years until they are like now 10, 12 years.
Yes.
So audience out there our fans will like to know the kind of the rewards maybe of the awards and the recognitions that these kids have because I know they make you so proud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a very good question.
so the age
Yes.
for how long have you who is your
My oldest
the
student,
oldest
yes.
exactly.
There's a student I started teaching at the age of 3. Right now, he is a candidate, class 8 candidate.
Wow.
From the age of 3. Right now, he's 14 years old.
Wow.
You can
11
yes,
years.
11 good
years.
years.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
What
most
accolades has he?
even before I get to the accolades, I've been teaching the classical music, the classical kind of music, teaching kids how to read the music sheet, teaching them how to translate them on the instrument, be it piano, violin, or the guitar, or even the recorder.
The quiver,
Those are
the crochet.
Yes,
Okay.
those are the kind of stuff that I teach. So I'll have to teach them how I'll have to teach
read.
them theory and then the practical part of it. So mostly I've been dealing with an international exam body called ABRSM. It's Association Board of Royal School Music. It is based in London. It is from the Queen's Place. So they offer international exams
And
certification from initial stage to up to grade 8. So basically after I train a student for some time, the moment I realize that now this person is good to go for the exams, we buy the exams. Those kind of exams, they are bought, and then you train the kids on those pieces. So you train them thoroughly on the pieces, and the pieces are always current. They change after like 2 years for some instruments. So they have to be current. So you train them for that season, for that period of time. Once they are ready, the exams, they go, you register them for the exam. And after you register them for exam, they will go and do that exam. And once they're done with that exam, they will come out with certificates. They are certified. So some of them will come with the merits, and the highest grade is distinction. So these international certifications has helped most of these children to acquire things like scholarships. Yeah, so most of them, they will get scholarships into these international schools. Because of most of these international schools, there's a way they have come up with some mechanisms of trying to nurture arts, especially in the area of arts. They look at that most of the time. So whenever they realize that this person is talented, and those certifications, especially when they see these are certificate from an international music body, it opens big doors.
Opportunities.
Yes, many opportunities.
A pool of opportunities.
Yes, many opportunities will come, and they are the first ones to be considered. So yes, the scholarship. So those are the accolades. Those are the things that people do enjoy, especially when they get those certificates. Yeah.
Because of time, guys, I know people will be really interested. You want your kids to go to international schools. The shortcut
Yes.
to getting scholarships is in curricular activities like music. And you have Manu here. He'll guide you, he'll direct you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this has been a long one, but it has been worth it. So thank you everyone for sharing your stories. This has really been exciting. I've learned a lot from it myself. So thank you so much, guys. As usual, this is family.
Dynamics.
That is brought to you by
TKB.
TKB stands for
The
Kadala
Kadala
Brothers.
Brothers.
where we are all about
Family.
Love.
life.
And music.
So thank you guys. Tune in again.